And we have Volo with us. Nice. Let's see what he's got to say.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Another friend for
I
the
was
ride.
just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
So, what do you know about mind flayers?
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know? Quite shocking.
What?
The druid Halsin had some kind of mind flayer specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
And their parasites? Do you know anything about them?
As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you?
Not only have I encountered a mind flayer, I've killed one.
That can't be.
Says the guy with the dragon stories about goblins. I actually killed a mind flayer in its lair, aboard a Nautiloid ship.
You're either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite exceptional.
I'm a bard, I'm both.
Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter?
Well, there's this one word for it, more like psychic transference.
Curious. Illithids, their technical name, form a hive mind. One shouldn't be able to hear their dark whispers unless...
Unless you've been infected with one of their parasites.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
If only your disbelief could alter facts.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it?
Unfortunately not. If you want, examine me. Find out for yourself.
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim.
It's like a very interesting combination of a scientist and a bard. Like caring only about facts
If
when
I
it's
just
convenient.
Here in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, my dear sweet gods!
Thanks. With the shouting, can you help?
I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Alright, we even got something from him. Blazer of Benevolence. When you inspire an ally using Bardic Inspiration, you gain temporary hit points. Nice. So let's wear that one. Ah, it's a little less good than the Spider Silk armor. Especially because it awards advantage on Constitution saves. Let's give it to Shadowheart.
No one's stopped me yet.
Let's have a talk with Gale, see if he tells us anything new.
Always a delight to speak with you. What can I do?
Or if we can comment on his story. If you ever feel the Netherese magic overtaking you, what will you do?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
But I mean, has he even the time to escape? I was wondering about that mighty lord you told me about in your story.
Ah, yes.
Karsus.
Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic.
Mistral at the time.
She was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
It has a bit of similarities to his one, to Gale's story. So, at that moment in time, all magic was gone.
For a spell. Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
No. Can't say anything more to that.
Always a delight to speak with you. What can I do?
Moving in.
Don't think anyone else will say something.
Yes.
But let's try anyway.
Well met.
Nope. Doesn't seem like it. Maybe Shadowheart?
Shah's blessings upon you.
Nope. So... go to bat. Another dream.
I promised I'd be back.
Hopefully with some
Don't worry.
answers.
I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
Tell me who you are.
It's complicated, but I'm an adventurer. Just like you. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite.
Oh.
Just like you, I seek to be free of it. But to do that, we'll need to think beyond local healers.
But why can't he
Your
help?
parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites were merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
But why can he... why can he prevent us from turning? And even himself, apparently. Why are there multiple of them? One for each of us helping us? What is the sickness?
The absolute aims are not yet clear to me. But its progress towards domination is clear. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the absolute. and believe it to be a god. You witnessed it yourself with Priestess Gut. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant.
The Nautiloid where we could press the
Were it
button.
not for my protection, so would you.
How is it that you protect me? How's that even possible?
I have powers of my own. Unique powers. But know
Why?
that we are alike. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells. They need me. I have to go.
What is going on over there? What are you fighting?
The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it.
Like our next destination.
Go. Our freedom depends on it.
But I still don't know what to make of him. But I guess that's intended. We can talk with Scratch and with Volo. Come on, Scratch.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
No. What do you got there, Scratch? Another bone?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
Ooh,
All I know
potion of
is I
healing.
thought of you when I saw it.
Aw. Let's pet him. Seems like having Scratch along is quite the boon. For me, you can summon, and you also get some items, and you have someone to pet. Alright, Volo.
Ah, my good fellow.
Did you
Quite the
just
cozy
research
setup you
overnight?
have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Has your research turned up anything that might help with this parasite problem? Actually overnight. Interesting. But I mean, we just discovered that probably
My
we shouldn't mess
research
with the
turned up a rather
tadpole.
brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
You want to poke into my eye with a needle? Nope. Nope. I'd rather get a second opinion.
You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
Nope. Not try to lose our eyes.
You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
Alright.
Still alive. So that's
Ah,
progress.
and we're encumbered just because of the healing potion. It's in our backpack. Ah. Yep. Still encumbered. here, Alchemist Fire. Alright. Don't think there's much more to do here. Go to the right here. Oh. There's a lockjaw goblin. There are even more goblins. Let's talk to him.
Praise his ever-bleeding
Succeeded perception.
Praise his throne of flaming iron. Praise Maglobiet.
You know Maglobiet.
He's faithful to the old god.
Deity who treats his goblinoid followers as slaves.
Trying to interrupt my prayers? Scared of a real god? You're as goonless as the rest of them.
Why did you land yourself in that cage?
Cause I'm loyal to Maglobiet. Cause I ain't having my head turned by some upstart god.
I assume you mean the Absolute.
Yeah. My old tribe's fallen for this shite. Traitorous bastards. The great Absolute brings us together. Drow and gnolls and goblins all braiding one another's hair. It's a load of shite.
So you want to kill everyone? You don't like your people mixing with outsiders?
Talking to you, ain't I? I just don't believe in all this togetherness and chumminess. Ain't natural. It won't last. They'll be tearing into each other soon enough. Sod 'em all. I'll wait it out in air, praying to a real god.
Alright, just stay there.
The Absolute's might on our side. Someone speaks
Where am I
against
needed?
Throw a fire.
With that kind of
And goodbye.
No time to rest.
Let's see if they had something interesting. And after that, I think we're done here and we can go outside. And as much as I want to continue playing, I think that might be
Light on my
a
feet.
good point to do the cut. It's really addictive, this game. And very, very soon we will leave. Oh, we will leave the areas I know because of early access. Okay, with this guy here. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on, come on.
Let's
One
go.
problem less. Can I hit you anyhow? I don't think so.
No time to waste.
Maybe. That's just too far.
This is worth the cost.
Come on. Come at me. As long as he doesn't hide.
No holding back.
Not attack the statue. Even though, maybe that would have been interesting in the fight. Just let the statues topple over.
Still breathing, despite everything. Time to press ahead.
Ridding the world of some goblins. Right. And some more mushrooms. I mean, yeah, there was the chapel. What's happening here? A lot of things we could take.
Sharp as ever.
And since we could, we will. Especially the Scroll of Revivify. I think we weren't behind that door.
These
No,
things have
let's have a
stayed
look.
interesting.
Lots of explosives, so quick save and take our high perception character. Have fun, Shadowheart.
What are you?
See how hard it is to pick this lock. 18. I'm just surprised there's no...
Is that blood?
that there's no trap or whatsoever. Let's have a look at this chest. And lockpick it. 18 should be doable. With a +9. Let's roll again. Oh, come on. Rolling that well. Open it. Some gold. Oh, I mean, I take it.
All's well that ends.
Not gonna
Not as
complain.
bad as it could have.
Now I'm rich.